Hey y'all, good morning. My hair is a mess. I have like 80 something days until baby girl gets here or less. Just going from based upon our due or estimated due date. It's crazy to think that Aubrey's birthday will be here in less than that. My 30th birthday will be here in even less time than that, and then baby girl's birthday is like a week away from her birthday. It's crazy. So, grab a cup of coffee, grab whatever you're working on, come hang out with us. It's Sunday. I'm by myself. I was gonna go to church, but I've hit that point where I'm sick all over again in the first trimester, like I was in the first trimester. Um, it's been rough. Like, it's not as bad as the hyperemesis gravidaeum that I had basically in the first trimester, but it's almost there. Um, or somebody riding a bike on the flood wall. Anyways, I just wanted to sit here and talk with you guys. Daniel took the two youngest to church. My oldest is already out there. He's camping with my mom. Church is right around the corner from where my mom and my grandmother live, and my aunt. So, oh man, I still have a sore throat. um, 28 weeks pregnant. I'll be 29 weeks this Thursday, so in 4 days. I have an appointment Wednesday, and then this will be my last this is my last once a month appointment, and then I'm going to my every 2 weeks appointment. And I am telling you right now, I am struggling on this appointment. I just I didn't do my glucose test. I attempted to do it, okay? I went for my ultrasound on when I was 25 weeks pregnant, almost 26 weeks, and she was measuring. She's got long legs, okay. Um, her legs are measuring like 2 weeks ahead, which is expected. I mean, her dad's side of the family, so her grandpa's side of the family, they're really tall, and which is fine. So I wouldn't be surprised. And I want to show you the 3D photo that we got over. Here's our little face. Look how cute. Okay, so there's her little face, and she is still a girl. we got the blood test thing done. Just, here's the thing. If our child was ever born with any type of disabilities, like I have muscular dystrophy, Charcot-Marie-Tooth, it's a muscular dystrophy. I was born with it, and I got it from my dad. And I don't discriminate against disabilities. I don't, that's not how we are in this family. So, if she had anything, it's fine, right? But with that, you could find out, you wouldn't find out, muscular dystrophy and stuff like that, but, Down syndrome, what is all the other ones? I can't remember off the top of my head, but you also find out the gender with it. So, at, 10 weeks, we found out that she was a girl, and then I'm like, okay. And then every time we needed to go back and do an ultrasound, I was like, please verify that she's a girl. Let's just make sure she's a girl. But yeah, so right after that, because we was at the hospital, I went down to, I was already feeling sick to my stomach. We went down to go do the glucose test, and I took it, but I got halfway through and I started throwing it back up, which I didn't think was a problem. And this is me even taking nausea meds. And they told me I couldn't do it, so they were like, you have 2 weeks to get it done when I talked to my OB. And I'm like, that's fun and fantastic. But I haven't been able to have a good day where I don't feel completely sick. So I don't know. Anyways, people in my family are says that she looks like she's got my nose. Like, she's a little bit squished, you know, but she's gonna get even more squished as time comes. But in this one, like I was showing you guys, people are saying she's got my nose, but I see Daniel's bottom lip. So I genuinely think she's gonna be a spitting image of her dad, but with like my nose, which she's gonna look like our youngest right now. And she's gonna look like Lex, but look more, a little bit more like me, because Lex looks nothing like me. Looks just like his dad. But yeah, it's gonna be fun and exciting. And then she's still a girl. Here's her little right foot. Little right foot. And then here's her left foot. Which, come to find out, we found her feet are measuring bigger too. She's still a girl. Here's her nose and her lips. And here's her little nose and lips. You know, I didn't really get to see these. I've had, I can't wait to meet her. Like, so, like, here's her little tongue. This is when we first popped up on the ultrasound. But here's her little tongue. She was sticking it out. Here's one again with her little tongue sticking out. She had her little tongue sticking out at us. It was so funny. But, doing all the baby movements and things. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I had 2 weeks to do my glucose test. I haven't been able to do my glucose test. And that's been high hos and making me ill. I got a bag. Okay, so I have this brick that I brick my phone with. I haven't really been bricking my phone lately because I've been ill and I've been in my room. So, like, when you are limited on where you can go, I use the back of the magnet on the side of Daniel's computer desk over here, which down here at the end is like my little nightstand. So I use for my nightstand. So I just like magnetize a bag hook. It works. Anyways, I have been bricking my phone. But I have been using up my scraps to make Mobius. The video that I saw, it was called a twisted neck cow, and I could not figure, like, the video is perfectly fine for me. Other people were saying they were having issues, and then I found out that it's called a Mobius neck. It's funny, I'm about to say this one's twisted, but it's supposed to be. Let me see, so turn it. But basically, when you chain, you know, like if you crochet, I don't know if it's the same. Well, it's basically the same when you knit. But when you crochet, when you chain, and you do your stitches all the way back around, like when you join it and you do your stitches all the way around, you go to the top of that one, the top of that chain, and you like join and you chain two, go again. This, you take where your like starting tail is, like your little like where you start and you have your tail in, you flip it up and then you put it, can't really bend my hand, so like you flip it up and it's like pointing up, so it's like this, and then you put your stitch at like the chain point, because now like the chain's at the top, and then you just work and it makes a figure 8 shape. So basically it looks like this, and it's a neck warmer. But it's called Mobius neck. Like, it's called a Mobius neck wrap. Do whatever stitch you want. You can do single crochet or, you know, whatever stitch, whatever hook size, whatever pattern. If you do it, make sure it fits over your head. And um pregnancy brain's getting me. Hold on. Make sure it fits over your head and it sits comfortably. So like you don't want it to be too tight. But it sits like this. And if you do the chain, like if you're needing to do granny, like the granny clusters, make sure it's divisible of multiples of 3, right? You know, so you have enough, and that's what you do. But I'm currently, this is going to Warm Up America. I have a box that I gotta ship out soon. I just have a garbage bag that I've been putting all of them into, you know, and then when that gets big, I put them in a box, ship them off. Anyways, what I've been doing is, before I show you the Mobius shawl that I've started, I have created this one last weekend. It took me like a day or two. Now it's a little bit bigger, the armpits are a little bit longer, but it's fine. I'm gonna be wearing this after my daughter's here. I wanted some vest that I could put over my shirts and my throat, my shirts, and I really want to wear like long sleeves and like sweaters. I absolutely love my hoodies, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted something they could put over top, versatile, keep warm. So I have this one. I know it's a little bit bigger. This is like the first raglan vest that I winged on my own. I did use a 7mm hook and I chained 60. So it's divisible of multiples of 15. So that's what I did. Right? Yeah, that's what I did. Because I wanted the neck a little bit tighter. I didn't want as many stitches. So there's that one. And once my baby girl's here, my belly won't be as big, which is fine. And then I have this one, and then I don't know if I need to add more. Got my cough drops. I don't know if I need to add more to this one, but this one is Mulberry and Orchard. And this one, I did the arms holes a little bit smaller, as you can tell. Right? I made them smaller, like they fit, but they're just higher up. So not as many increases. Still 7mm hook instead of the 5.5 chain 60. And it looks smaller because it has less holes. This one's a little bit tighter than that one, obviously. So I'm not going to finish this one. I do have more. I'm going to hold on to one of the mulberry colors. And, because I have 3 left. So if I need to add more after my daughter's here, I can add more rows. But that's another vest that I made. And then I have this one in the color coral. It's coral, but it's like a pumpkin color to me. I gotta finish this one. Same thing. I gotta add the last skein to this one. But here's another one that I did. Same concept. I just wanted some vests. I didn't want sweaters with the sleeves on them. I have sweaters. So just gotta add those. Same thing, 7mm hook, chain 60. So it's multiples, or it's divisible by 4, so every 15 gets the increase. So I did that. And then the Mobius wrap, shawlette wrap, I took the watermelon color. It's literally called watermelon. Is that green? And I did, let's see, I chained 172 divisible by 3s because I wanted the granny stitch. And I just joined it. It's gonna have the twist in it, which is totally fine. The twist is wherever, like it's gonna move, but I just don't want this being up here in my face. So when you put this on, now I'm making it bigger. malfunction. Anyways, I'm gonna make it bigger, and it's supposed to hang. You put the back pieces over your back, front pieces over your front. Anyways, it's gonna get bigger, but just bear with me. But it's supposed to be a wrap, and then you can also twist it and put it. You could double it up if you want to. You can make it. You could twist it and have it. It's not gonna do what I want it to do because it's not wide enough in length for what I want it to do, so it's not gonna sit right. But if you look up Mobius wraps, Bag a Day Crochet has one. There's all kinds of different ones, but you can also wrap it and do like the infinity scarf and then just like have it on your head and you know, all the things. So I'm currently used up the rest of that green, and then I have one of these corals that I am working on. Let me see if I can show it to you. Yeah, it's just coral, Red Heart Super Saver. It's really soft too. So I'm currently working on this one. What else is there going on? I got some shawls that I need to finish that I thought were big enough, but they're not. Yeah, I'm just really chilling. I've been chilling for like a couple weeks now. It's just my life, I guess. So anyways, school starts back up in a couple of days. Our first day back is the 24th, which is 3 days before my birthday. And what's funny is, on my birthday, I will be 30, but little baby Bean, it's so funny calling her Baby Bean. She's been Baby Bean ever since like I found out I was pregnant. Yeah, I'll be 30 and she'll be 31 weeks. So she'll be technically older than me by number. It's just funny. It's also funny too because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I was 20, turning 21. No, I was 19. I turned 20, and then she was born. So when I was 20, I was 21 weeks pregnant with her. Right? Is that right? I was 20 and I was either 21 weeks pregnant or I was 20 and I was 22 weeks pregnant. But like my birthday didn't fall on the same day as her due date. Does that make sense? Anyways, I just thought it was so funny. My oldest daughter. My only daughter until this one's born. She's our second daughter, but y'all know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pro-life. I don't believe in like abortions and stuff like that. I do believe in D&Cs, and I do believe in like if it's genuinely a medical concern and there's absolutely no other choice, like ectopic pregnancies and you know, things like that, like yes, I understand, but to do it, it's just, I don't believe in it. I think a baby is a baby from the time of conception, and it's a life, and it is separate from our bodies, even though sometimes the pregnancy can be so bad. No, it's fine. It's just shortly lived. I was talking to Daniel, and I was like, you know, I wonder what kind of personality she's gonna have, and I wonder like who she's gonna laugh at first, and what she's gonna laugh at, and like what she's gonna be, what her likes and dislikes are gonna be, and you know, my oldest two, they don't share the same dad as my youngest two, and they share their own dad. I was married to their dad, and I say this because like my oldest two, their personalities were so funny and independent and like all the things, and they were just like, just like their likes and interests and being a first time mom to a boy, and then a first time mom to a girl, and then they're together, like sibling things, and word world, and fingerling monkeys, and cars, and all the things, and just watching them grow and experiencing all the first, and then like you have your third, who ends up obviously being one of the others, a boy or girl, and then you see like he like mean mugged, and like he's just like was so quiet and mellow, and he didn't get into like my older two kids were pretty good about not getting into stuff, but and just like how mellow he was, and how just go with the flow he was, and he only mean mugged me, and he would like say dada, but like you ask him to say mama, he'd go what, and he'd go, and just like all the all the things, and how each kid is completely different, and watching my daughter develop quicker and faster than my oldest, and going through like just going through all these different things, and my oldest liking binkies, my daughter hated them, my youngest hated them, my oldest saying I think he said dada first, but I really want to say he said mama first, and then my daughter said dada. I don't remember. It was like such a blur when that came to their first words. But I do know, like, listening to my oldest, when he would teach him how to say his sister's name, he couldn't say it when he was 2. And he'd call her Abiella. Abiella. Like, there was no R's, there was no nothing. And it was just so funny. Just all the things, and watching them grow, and like every kid has a different personality, and you're just like, what is this one gonna be like, what is she not gonna like, what is she going to like, what is she gonna think of the dog, like Pippin, our dog, will absolutely love her. He loves all things tiny and small and kids. He loves babies, and he loves kids, so just to see what she is gonna think. Is she gonna be like, babies, when they see something, they're like, and then it's like, okay, my youngest never slept through the night, or my oldest never slept through the night. My daughter, yes and no. My youngest, yeah, he sleeps all night. He put himself to bed. Like, this one, it's like, listen, my oldest still to this day, he's almost 13, and he still doesn't sleep through the night. My youngest, though, like, he loves to sleep. And then this one, it's like, is she gonna be an early riser? Is she going to not like to be woke up? Is she going to be, like, no, I'm not stressing about it. I'm not worrying about it. But it's just like, what's the difference is gonna be? What's the, what's all the things and how they're gonna be? Oh, I have a bag. Hold on. I moved it. Did it get buried? No. So I gotta finish my oldest two's sweaters. My oldest son, I'm not making sweaters, I'm making vests. I'm making raglan vests. Following the raglan sweater. So like when I get it to like right below the armpits, I just chain more in the armpit hole than I would a sweater. And then like that's it. So I got my daughter's, and I need to go back down to the smaller hook, but hers is solid purple. I gotta get my oldest to finish his, but I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna work on hers. Where's the beginning to this? Here's that purple that I put in there. It is Orchard. Sweet Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo. 396 grams. 700 744 yards, 14 ounces. Okay, so this is hers. I'm using a 5.5 millimeter hook, and I think what I'm gonna do, like, it's really tight and it's really warm. Where is the beginning? Where is this coming out of? Here it is. Okay. It was stressing me out because I didn't want to, like, pull the stitch out. But here's our little sweater, and I'm gonna finish it. I think this one I'm gonna work on. And then my oldest, his is blues. I think his is 2 different colors of blue. But basically, what I'm doing is not every year, but last year, let me explain. So last year, I made everybody a sweater for New Year's, and I made mine. And then I ended up, had like this wild idea to make everybody else's. And I made everybody else's in, like, I think it was like 3 or 4 days. Like, literally, I finished it. I finished my, I think it was my husband's. I can't remember. But I finished, his was a vest. I finished them on Christmas Eve. Like, when we needed them. So this year, my daughter needs a bigger one. And my oldest needs a bigger one because they got bigger. And Christmas is, like, we're about to be pulling all the stuff out. So I'll find out if my youngest still fits him or not. But I'm making vests instead of sweaters because if I don't have to do the sleeves, I don't have to. So I'm going to work on hers. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to a 6 millimeter hook just to make, like, the belly area more loose and flowy. And then she can also wear it to school. My hair is falling out, y'all. She can also wear it to school if she wants to. She can, you know, wear her long sleeves underneath. Give her extra protection and warm. Same thing with my oldest. And then, like I said, if my youngest needs a bigger one, he's not that big. So, I'll get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this one. I'm going to get me something to eat before I throw up. Ugh. I need to drink tea. Tea is the only thing that I can really drink right now. And I can't drink it because I don't have the tea that I can drink while being pregnant. For my sore throat and my stomach. I gotta go get some. But being at the store makes me ill. So I'm gonna have to probably put in a Walmart order. Or just have Daniel pick it up when he's at work. Cashews have been my best friend. I had to get unsalted so I wouldn't get yelled at by my doctor. They're my favorite right now. What else do I have going on? I bought this. Let me show you. Hold on. So when we were going back to school shopping, there was this, like, little teacher tackle box thing. Compartments in it. I'm not fully set on it. I wanted it for all my crochet stuff. But, like, the system that I have now works fine. I just thought I could put all my crochet stuff in here. But I don't know. Like, I have... Oh, I'm using it. I have a 3D printed yarn bowl that my mom... We went to this yarn festival, this fiber festival. And my mom got me and my sister one. And I think she got her one. So I ended up with the blue one. And I needed it to put my scrap balls in because I was making all of these different things. So I had to take all of my stuff out there because I was using it to put all my stuff in. Which was fine. And then I needed it. So I started putting stuff in here. But I have like crochet pouches that hold my hooks into it. And I also have in here, I have another pouch that I have my Yeah, I'm using a Nutrient box. I've had it for months now. But I have like this little bitty like pen thing that you, or like metal container thing that you pull back, and it holds all of my needles. And my other, like, all the other ones are in my bin over there. So I thought maybe like I could put like these in here, but they don't fit. And I don't want to take any compartments out. That's not what I want to do. Like, I want to, if I have to take a compartment out, I will, you know, to put them in here. But then like I have this random compartment. I don't know. I don't want to like take anything out if I don't have to. But like I can't close the lid if it's in here. And I can't put the scissors in here. And all the things. I can put that there though. Like that fits. But like here, I've got my flavor packets. And I've got the sewing needles that my husband uses to clean out his stuff. Clean out his phone. I just got like different stuff in here. And I got pictures in here. And I got like my crochet hooks that I'm using at the moment. For projects that I'm using. Speaking of, where's my 5.5? Here it is. Okay, now where's my where's my flower one? Where's my flower? I'm gonna spaz out. I have a rose hook. That is my 6mm hook. And I can't find it. But I have my tags in here. I need to put my snacks in here too. Just because I'm pregnant. And I got like the ribbons that go with this. Anyways, I got like chapstick in here. I got my headphones in here. I've got my dice in here. I've got my shawl clips. Not all of my shawl clips, but I have like a little shawl pin. And my other one. Which I won't use any of these on my crochets. I'll use them on my like regular fabric ones. I just bought like 3 of them that are kind of identical to each other from the thrift store, and I think I paid like $1.99 for each one of them, maybe $2. Got a sticker in here. I got like just different stuff, chapstick. Vapor inhaler, medicated. Oh, I have my nausea meds in here. Actually, I'm gonna put my cough drops in here. But yeah, I have this, and I'm undecided on if I want to still use it for this, or if I want to just put everything back the way it was and use this for like under the counter, or if I just get another one for underneath my bathroom sink for band-aids and ointments and you know, like hair ties and things like that, and little rubber band hair ties, and you know, if I'm making any sense at all. I do need to find that hook. But yeah, I can't put my scissors in here because the lid don't close. And I don't want to go buy little tiny scissors just to put in here. Like, I don't know. Is that my hook? Bear with me. Oh wait, this can go in there. My husband and kids borrowed a cord that has to get wound up. Yep, I found it. So this is the hook I'm going to be switching to. This is my youngest. Sorry, I put my pen in there. This is my youngest hat. His little baby hat. When he was at the hospital. And you fold it up. Absolutely love it. I think it's cute. Adorable and squishy. What was that? Oh, check this out. I want to show you that one because it's got people on it. It's not me. What is this? I wrote head hugger cap but I didn't put the size hook that I needed to do it. That's really, really weird to me. I did not mean to do that. Here I am. It was May 27th. I don't know what year it was, but I'm guessing I'm about 5-6 years old here. And this was in front of a Kroger's down by my house. Back when they had the little pony company come. It's called the Picture Pony Co. They're from Mason, Ohio. But there's the little mini pony that they put the kids on. But there I be. Can't really see me, but there I am. Oh yeah, she might very well have my nose. Oh, now that I see it. Okay. Let me put this stuff back. Wait, do I still need this? Yeah, I need this. Okay. Well, went down memory lane a little bit. I need to put this. I gotta call and set this up tomorrow. It's for my oldest, the switch therapist. The one he sees now is just like. Here's the funny thing. My mom cut his hair. My mom is a cosmetologist and all the things, and a beautician and stuff like that. So my mom, you know, confidentiality wise, she kind of can't tell you, but I'm her daughter, and it was the well-being of her grandson, my child. And I was telling her about this new therapist that my kid has, and now he's been with them for a year now. And this was like a little bit beforehand. I was like, Mom, this guy used to be a CPS worker. I was like, he wants us to put cameras up in our house. And then he wanted access to our cameras, which was like really weird. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah. So like, you know how like kids will lie and say they didn't do something or like whatever, and you know, like you want cameras up in your house and around your house in case something was to happen, break in, like whatever. You have the video footage. Well, the way that my son's brain is wired with his autism, you have to like having the cameras up is an extra bonus because like he doesn't see what he did until like you play it back for him, and then like that's helping his brain decipher like, oh, like okay, like this is what it looks like. You know, like he doesn't see it when he does it, but if you could show it to him what it looks like from what happened, then he's like, oh, and then he starts to process like, does that make sense? Like, it's not a thing of him getting caught, it's a thing of like when he does something impulsively that could get him or somebody else hurt, like he doesn't process it. But like if you show it to him, even like he says he didn't happen, and you're like, okay, well let's check, and then you look and you're like, yeah, you did do that, but you know, this is what, you know, can you explain how this looks? It's like it's like therapy for him, but it works. Anyways, I understand that. That's fine. That's great. But this dude wanted cameras to our house, and then he wanted somebody to come in our home, but it wasn't like therapy. It wasn't like helping him to get better knowledge on like the situation and things at hand or things like that. No, like he just wanted somebody to come in our home and be with us all the time. And I was like, well, what about when he's in school? And he goes, no, that's fine. I was like, it'll just be they'll just be with you. And I'm like, I don't need a person with me 24/7. Like it's for him. Wouldn't it help if this person went to school with him and helped him and navigated like how they, anyways. It was like really weird and things, and we said no. Like, this person would go to the store with us. They'd go to, like, I don't mind bringing somebody to church. That's not what I'm saying. But, like, every waking moment would be with these people. And I'm like, nah, I'm not comfortable. I'm not. I put that in there because I'm about to use it in a little bit. But, like, I'm not comfortable with this. Like, I don't want somebody sleeping in my house that I don't know. I don't want them, like, taking notes of my house. Like, I have CPS trauma, be it from where my kids were illegally stolen. And we had nothing on our name stating that they should have been taken. It was a false accusation from a teacher that didn't want to teach kids. Like, she hated her job, and she was very predatory. And CPS workers wanted a bonus, and they kidnapped our kids and then lost them in the system when they weren't supposed to be in the system. They were supposed to be in my grandmother's house. And for months, they couldn't find them. The judge couldn't find my kids. And, like, the whole case was a complete lie based upon other people's cases that they put against ours, because the social workers knew they were in the wrong. They said we had drugs in our system. We did not. They said that neither one of us had a job. I'm on Social Security disability. My husband's worked at his job for almost 20 years now, since he was 18. And I just, like, I have CPS anxiety when there's not, like, we did nothing wrong, you know? And I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't feel comfortable with a stranger sleeping in my house. I don't know this person. I don't want this person, like, staying with us 24/7. And I just, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not comfortable with it. Like, going with me in the car, dropping the kids off at school, coming back with me, hanging out with me, monitoring everything I do. Like, when the kids are at school, I'm sitting at home, minding my own business, having downtime, and I wasn't comfortable. Like, if I wanted to take a nap, I couldn't, because it'd be documented. Like, they're watching my every move. And I'm not okay with that. And my husband wasn't either, and the kids felt uncomfortable about it, and everybody who said just felt uncomfortable, and I'm like, weird. But yeah, like, anyways, going to this, my mom was telling me that she used to cut his hair at this one location that she worked at, because I said the name, and I couldn't say, like, I couldn't figure out how to say the last name, and she said it, and I'm like, that's it. She's like, I cut his hair, and he was very, like, weird, and, like, just didn't sit right. And my mom's not one. She's like, she wasn't judging him. She wasn't, like, doing nothing like that. That's not what I'm saying. Like, my mom cuts hair for anybody and everybody in all situations. Like, she will take people that other people turn down. And, she was just like, something's not right. She was like, I got the ick vibes from him when I was, like, when he'd come in, and she's like, it was very alarming. So we're in the process of switching him a therapist, and this therapist that he will be, if I can get him on board. I've been slacking. I got this number from where he used to go, and I've been meaning to set up this appointment. However, like, when you're trying to set up appointments and your kids are home, and other appointments, and people are sick, and, like, we had a stomach bug go through the house, and, like, all these different things, like, you kind of forget, and then when you remember, it's the weekend, and you can't call. And anyways, I've got to do that. I got to set it up. On another note, I bought this calculator, right? Because we play card games, and I'm trying not to have my phone out as much as possible. And it's just easier instead I have to go back to the calculator app every time. So this one, let me unlock it. So this one comes with a little stylus pen that clips to the side, and this does work. You do put batteries in here, but it's also, sorry, I don't have really good hand strength. It's also solar powered, and you just, it's a calculator, right? Like, but it also has the I wanted to clear that out. But it also has where you can take notes. Do I have this locked? No, I have it unlocked. But like you can't really see it because that's the sun in here. But anyways, it's great because I could pass it right to the kids and they can like add up their points and their card points. Like if we're playing I start to say face 10. If we're playing like Crazy Eights or what is the other one that we like to play? Add to 31. You know, anything that it brings you to have to count and add cards. I have it. For a quick calculation and then we can write it down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to hop off of here. I'm going to finish up this row with the 5.5 and then I will do a 6mm hook. And I will catch y'all in another video. Bye guys.